at Game 5 a couple nights ago.
And you talk about Paul Reed's contributions in Game 5 were huge for Detroit.
Reed trying to get the rebound, controlled it. It's off to Asar Thompson. Duncan Robinson, quick three as he...
And this non-Harden minutes are a struggle for the Cavs right now. You see that slip off the screen, you know your bench points to 0 for the Cavs.
And it's early, they've got that lead right now. Taking a look at the upcoming... If Cleveland should win tonight and close this series, they take on the Knicks. That'll be on ABC. Or Game 7, Cleveland necessary. Wolves and Spurs. That would be on NBC. For more on these games, go to NBA.com or visit the NBA run. They've had 6 more shot attempts than the Cavaliers, and the bench has scored 12-0. It's a 3 rattling out that time by Mitchell.
And what they calling card is, and then on the offensive end of the floor, they're doing a good job of getting the rebound, getting out, and getting transition, while Cleveland Cavaliers defense is not set.
Sasser to Reed. And that was over Mobley.
Passing up good to get great. You see Cade came off off balance. You've seen him make those shots. Gives it up to Sasser. Sasser trusts.
There's a foul.
And Reed winning this matchup pretty early here in the second quarter against Evan Mobley.
They've been here before. They're not afraid of this moment. They've seen themselves have success when their backs were against the wall.
Pistons on a 16-2 run. While Harden set, Cleveland -7. Cunningham dancing. Merrill is there.
He's too little.
Nothing.
He's too little.
Absolutely.
And a timeout or a foul. It is a foul. Right off the bat, it's on Duncan Robinson.
Early in the playoffs, I've been throwing a challenge a little early. You need to keep that challenge for late in the game, for moments that happened in Game 5 when it was a questionable non-call at the end. Have your challenge so you can give your team an opportunity.
Harden doubled. Mitchell against Thompson, joined by Robinson.
Second quarter. And Donovan Mitchell understands that. Get to the free throw line, see the ball go in, and settle, and be able to set your defense.
Mitchell at the line.
Obviously, he knows every part of this basketball floor and these rims, and he's really comfortable here. Like you said, he's averaging almost 40 here at home in this playoff series versus Detroit team. He's the settler for this team, and so Donovan knows what his responsibility is. Attack.
Cunningham. Harden is there. He'll blast his way into the paint. He's looking for Reed. And
the Cavs, how much does them right here, another turnover.
14 minutes, the Cavaliers have 10 turnovers. Sasser, 3, rebound. Another offensive rebound. Collected by Reed, 3, Cunningham, good. Oh, right now they've got their biggest lead, and the offensive rebounding has been key.
Offensive rebounding has been key for the Pistons to work their
conscious at times, right? In this closeout game, you cannot play tight. You want to play loose, and that's right now what the Detroit Pistons are playing with. They're playing with desperation. They're playing with the confidence of knowing that they've already seen themselves be successful in this moment.
Cleveland has had 1 field goal the last 5.5 minutes. They go in there, the ball knocked away.
Your defense impacts your offense, but in this game for the Cavs, your offense is going to impact your defense. If you take and you make good shots, you're able to set your defense against a Detroit team that struggles for it.
It's Thompson at the stripe. Detroit in the last 4.5 minutes, and they've made 6 of their last 7 shots. Putting after trailing earlier by 6.
Well, D-Wade, you alluded to that Orlando Magic game where Detroit was down 24 points in the first. The lid on the Orlando Magic basket, and they hung their hat on their defense, and that's what they're doing here early in the second quarter.
It's on top to Harden. He's got 7. Here goes Mitchell, right into the defense of Robinson.
Well, Don, the last couple possessions doing what he's supposed to do. Put his head down, attack the defense, make them make a mistake, and they need to obviously get to the free throw line. Want to see the ball go through, but everybody continue to play Cavs basketball. Make sure we're understanding that Don is the most explosive guy on the floor right now for the Cavaliers.
Mitchell exploding into the paint, but couldn't finish. Here goes Thompson, glides and scores.
And that right, defense to offense for Detroit. Get a stop, get down, and use your athletes.
It's Mobley on top. Reed is there.
last 2 minutes. It's got away from them.
Wow.
This is the type of game the Pistons want to play, though.
Yeah. Shout out to the original number 3. The reason both of us were number 3. Yes, sir. I think both of us. That's why I had him represent me and walk me into the Hall of Fame.
I love that.
I think the crowd wanted a flagrant 2, but I don't think that you can't throw him out of the game.
Merrill at the line. A winning streak of 10 consecutive wins going back to late March. Knowing they can games to none, Harden will inbound. Schroeder has got it. Jenkins is on him. 8 to play in the half. Merrill. Harris back in. Allen back in. Merrill 3. No. And then come the boos showering down. And a violation on the dribble. And
to leave it alone and get back. Right now, Cleveland is trying to do everything they can to get back in this game.
And right here, too, you don't want him to pick up his 3rd, especially early.
It's Dennis Schroeder. 7.5 in the half. Outside, Harden works in the bump into Robinson. A nest of defense.
This is foul number 7, Paul Reed.
That'll go on Reed, number 1.
And his game, 3 or floater, no mid-range.
Switch with Duncan Robinson now on Schroeder. Shot clock at 2. He's got a fire. Sets up on the fly. The defense, here come the Pistons, and inside they go. It's Reed out of bounds.
But I feel like Thompson should have just threw the ball to Reed and let him go up and be aggressive. That lob kind of allowed for the defense. You just want to see Cleveland clean things up a little bit. Obviously, you know, with 10 points, you're within striking distance, but it's time to limit the mindless mistakes right now. Execute, get good shots on offense, and rebound the basketball when he missed, and get back into this game.
Schroeder against Jenkins. It's a 3 by Merrill. 6.5 in the half. It's Durant. Harden will meet him. It's LeVert. Spruce is there.
LeVert. Cleveland Cavaliers, so he knows these rims very well, but he understands that this team needs another guy to come off the bench and heat it up.
Wade. Cunningham to go in the second quarter.
I've been sitting on the D-Wade reference until Dean Wade knocks down a shot.
Durant with impunity down the lane.
And be aggressive. These guys that are in front of you, when you get the ball, normally guards. Put your shoulder down and go to the basket.
Harden ramming his way and then feeding out of a double team, and Wade at 3.
Well, he's shooting the 3 ball like I shot in the playoffs over my career, about 40% in the playoffs. That's how the Wades do it.
Okay, humble brag, I see you. Okay.
Harris. Durant.